moving on. She then asked, how did I come to where we were? So I just basically told her some of the major questions that eventually led me to non-belief. The seeds of doubt and questions that were there a long time ago, but didn't really flourish until later. One of the biggest things that affected me was, it's probably around my last year at Florida State. I went to Mass, and the priest was probably just talking about how everything happens according to God's will.
Right.
And it was most likely just a feel good
the
sermon.
Thing. That's a positive thing to Christians.
Yes, and the problem is, I must have still had my thinking cap on. I went home, and I thought about that a
God's
little bit.
Will. Everything
and
goes.
I realized that if that was true, now this was as I still was a believer, there was no point of me praying. If something happens, it'll be God's will, and if it doesn't happen, whether I pray or not.
What's the point of prayer?
What is the point of prayer?
Yeah, I had the same experience when I was becoming out of non-belief. I even told my sister this, that she asked me about prayer. Mm-hmm. Do you pray? I'm like, no, I don't pray, because if it's God's will, what's the point? And
what did she say to that?
And she's like, well, I still pray, because she had a baby at the time. It makes her feel, as a parent, it made her feel better. She could pray for her young newborn, who's, let's be honest, newborns are fragile. So, and which I understood. I wasn't attacking her. She just asked me a question about, because I was actually slightly honest with her more than other people. I don't know why. I guess we were on a long car ride, so we just you were
trapped.
Yeah, that was captive audience. It comes out. So
and then I said the second question. What was my second point? I already forgot. I can't remember, and of course I'm gonna remember after tomorrow. But until then, go ahead, dear. I thought
that. Well, I guess the next thing we talked about was that it wasn't one thing. You're asking for the one thing that made us not believe. That way you can say, oh, well, this is okay because of that. But it's a series of smaller things. Mm-hmm. It's a series. The patient didn't die because of one catastrophic event. It died because of a series of small problems.
That type of situation. Yeah.
And then that's what essentially almost all atheists. I mean, there's a few atheists who go, my son died in Iraq or something, and then something happened, and then I became a non-believer. But most cases, it's somebody looking for truth. They actually don't know what is true, and then when they want to defend that truth, they look for the Bible, or they look for something, and they go, what is this? How come I never heard this on Sunday, or on Saturday, or whatever, Friday? This is crazy. And then they become a free thinker or non-believer because that quest for truth pushes them towards the actual truth, which is non-belief. I explained that to my mom. I don't know if she got that, if that made any sense to her. But
we'll have to repeat ourselves. We already know that 50% of what we say doesn't hit the point.
Yeah, they'll take it and be like, they'll take it and misconstrue it in their own mind because they have a different worldview.
Yeah.
We have two different worldviews going on here. That I could talk about, the cosmological argument, and they're like, what are you talking about? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything to me. I know it's true. Okay. So.
Yeah, I think they understand how. Now that I do my best to explain why I'm asking this question.
Right. Yes. Now we're talking about motives and feelings.
We got the feelings behind it, the reason why I'm saying it, and blah blah blah. I ask you this question because your answer leads me to the bigger question. Right. And I kept talking about how I could say this, but it's better if I prove it, because if I don't prove it, you're just going to dismiss it.
Right. Understand.
And even when I do prove it, sometimes they still dismiss it. Yeah. But I am very happy I finally got something that...
Yeah, at least in the surface goes, well, that can't be true. But, they're going to find something to...
What? What are they?
That's true.
They're gonna come at me
Yeah.
telling me cockatrices are real.
Maybe.
However
Yeah.
you say it.
Whatever they're called. Yeah, they're not. I mean, yeah,
Are you
The
serious?
goat man, half goat, half man. Hercules movie type guys real.
Dragons are
Yes.
real.
Of course. Come on.
The Bible tells me so.
Have you seen the last Harry Potter movie?
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that's it. Really. I
Yeah.
think we're making strides. We're good conversation.
They're still crying.
They're still crying.
But at least they're less lying. So but
Yeah. We're getting better. It's interesting conversations and.
look at this dog. Look how cute this dog is.
Stop. We'll see y'all the next time we video talk to them. You guys may be lucky. We may be talking to them later in the week. So, yeah. Until next time.